Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly love reading. So let's see what's going on for you in terms of love. 7 of Wands, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. So these are the messages from the heart cards. These are available for pre-order on my website. They're going to be delivered in late September. So please check those out. The details are below this video in the description box and in the pinned comment. So you have wounded, fear, heartbreak, wow, cat and mouse, lock and key, and love call. Wow, okay, so there's definitely a theme here. Today it's almost like they're starting out with a lot of fearful thoughts, but then by the end of the day they're feeling much more calm. I feel like with the High Priestess being in the middle, they're going to come to some sort of epiphany, and in the 9 of Cups she's meditating and in nature. So maybe this person's going to spend some time in nature. There's meditation here as well, Hermit. Or they're just spending some sort of alone time, or connecting with their intuition or spirit, or maybe even in some cases watching a pick a card or a tarot reading. And they're seeking like reassurance of your connection, and they're going to find that reassurance. So today it's almost like there's some thought patterns that are coming up to try and knock this person off their feet. This is their doubts, their fears, their worries, wounds from the past coming up, and fears or things like that. So they're really going inwards, the Hermit. They're trying to connect on a deeper intuitive level, because what they want with you is that 10 of Pentacles, the happy family life, having it all, the harmonious relationship, the happy home. This is what they're daydreaming about with you, having with you today. That is their overall goal for your connection. 9 of Cups. So they may even be meditating or trying to work with the law of attraction today, or just being more peaceful, because they know that when their fears come up it can be destructive to the connection. So they're trying to stay faithful, hopeful, connecting with the divine, maybe even working on trying to release attachment or neediness or the fears. They're trying to keep their heart open and believe in the divine, that the divine is going to bring this union between you both. So yeah, it's almost like their thoughts and then their heart truth. So their thoughts are trying to knock them off their feet. Their thoughts initially today are very destructive. The wounds are coming up, intense emotional pain, fear, depression, emotionally unavailable, scared, defensive, triggered, healing, and fear, fight, flight or freeze, excessive worrying, stalling, running, avoidance, sleepless nights, thinking worst case scenarios, and heartbreak, intense sadness, grieving, loss, separation, regrets, betrayal, crying, mourning. So therefore their thoughts are very fearful initially, but they're standing their ground. They're actually feeling proud of themselves today because they're standing their ground against their fears. And I feel like they're keeping their heart open. Their mind can kind of be like this cat and mouse, runner and chaser, fear of intimacy, fear of abandonment, hot and cold, roller coaster of emotions triggering. This person has a realization that they need to have faith in the divine, because when they're just trying to find the answers in their mind, it's like the mind doesn't know the truth of this connection. Only the soul does. So reconnecting with the heart space is allowing this person to stop their thoughts from racing and being all over the place. There's a crab coming in here, and the cat is like shooing it away, so trying to protect this person. So this is like this person's trying to protect themselves from that overactive mind that's very sabotaging. So lock and key, yeah, they're going to feel very proud because they're going to have that peace. They're then learning how to have that peace and trust in this connection. They're surrendering, they're allowing this to really happen through the way that the divine wants it to happen for both of your highest good. So with this lock and key, they feel that you're the perfect fit. And today they're continuing to open their heart to you. They're thinking about union and that you have divine love. So this person is thinking that you're soulmates or twin flames, and they're trying to connect with a loving bond that you have in destined relationship. Maybe in the past this person has had very kind of negative or pessimistic thoughts, or they've jumped to negative conclusions in your connection, and it's caused a lot of upheaval, a lot of tower moments, a lot of conflict, misunderstandings and struggles. So now they're just trying to not let their mind get the better of them. They're trying to trust in your connection. And we have love call, getting in touch, expressing love, telling you their feelings, missing you and reaching out. So you may hear from this person, or they're thinking about how to reach out, how to express love. They're hearing the love call from the divine as well, like they're really being reassured to have faith, like powerful faith in your connection. So let's look at some messages cards. I'm figuring things out, and that is the Hermit again. So yeah, they're figuring things out. They're learning how to have a healthy relationship with their mind. They're figuring out how to reconnect in their heart space and have faith and allow things to flow much more easily and harmoniously between you both. Yeah, it's all falling apart. These are their fears, the Five of Cups. That normally shows 3 cups that are spilt over that the person's focusing on. So this person's realizing that they're always focusing on loss, or fears of heartbreak, or fears of being wounded. And in this traditional Five of Cups, it then normally shows 2 cups that are standing upright behind the person that they don't fully notice, and that's the Two of Cups card, which is the happy, harmonious union. So yeah, they're trying to turn their focus away from pessimistic thinking that leads to conflict. I find it hard to open up to you. Yeah, and that is because of a fear of heartbreak. So this may lead to a runner and chaser dynamic. Maybe they're running away, or maybe at other times they're chasing you for reassurance. So yeah, just a lot of fears creating a lot of instability and complications in your connection. I pushed you away because I was scared. Five of Swords. So yeah, maybe they're thinking today about how they were overly like defensive or something, and there was a power struggle, a battle kind of thing. They pushed you away, or they're realizing that their fears are what create them pushing you away subconsciously. I know this is spiritual, the Hierophant, so that's really positive. They're connecting today, meditating upon the divine, trying to listen for guidance and direction from spirit or their own intuition. Our eternal love cards. You could crush me at any moment, so I've always been on guard, okay? So there's a realization of this. This person today is realizing that there's a pattern. This pattern may have repeated between you many times, and now they're finally understanding, they're really getting it, that it's the mind that creates the fears, and if they trust, things work out much more harmoniously between you both. I can't put my life on hold like this anymore. So they realize that their fears have been putting your connection on hold. The fears have caused them to bottle themselves up perhaps and hide away. They don't want to hide away in their life anymore or in your connection. So yeah, they're really focusing on how to resolve these difficulties. I grew up with bad role models. I have no clue how to love you like you deserve. So yeah, this person, it's like they're learning from zero, you know. They've learned they've had like bad or unhealthy role models, so they haven't learned healthy ways to be in their emotions or in relationships, so they're learning from scratch. Okay, this is why it's been quite tumultuous between you and this person at times. You and I are like a ball of wool. You're one end of the string and I the other, but we're a tangled mess. Wow. So this is like the twin flame card, and you're both the same piece of string, divine masculine one end, divine feminine the other, but in the middle, between you, there's all this karma, the tangled mess. So that is why this connection is very challenging. A lot of karma has been released. There's too many obstacles right now. Yeah, that is the karma. The obstacles, you know, this person, maybe they keep feeling heartbroken in your connection because they just want harmony, they just want peace, and then all this triggering keeps happening, all this roller coaster of emotions, which leads to feelings of instability. Yeah, very rocky at times. So these are the My Soul's Desire cards. This time around, I'll do things right. Please trust me again. Okay, so they're thinking about the times when they let you down. They allowed their thoughts and fears to get the better of them, and maybe trust has been broken because this same kind of cycle has been going on repeat many times. So they're really wanting to trust themselves and for you to trust them as well. I realize now that no other person can ever replace you. Maybe they wanted to run away because all these difficulties, all these obstacles were really coming into play, were really strong, and there was a lot of obstacles between you and this person. So maybe the grass looked greener on the other side or something, or they just wanted to run away and get away from these issues, but they realised that there is so much karma because your connection is very powerful, very strong. Yeah, I can't imagine my life without you. This is really positive. When they keep reconnecting with their heart and overcoming their fears in their heart and soul, they feel like they're meant to be with you. I can't imagine my life without you. I'm sorry I run. This is all just so intense and I don't know how to handle it. Yeah. This person feels like they go from heartbreak to heartbreak to heartbreak, ups and downs, and then it's deep love, then heartbreak, deep love. So yeah, this very well could be a twin flame connection. I've been through hell and back. Wow. So let's pull some messages out of the bag. Intimidated. Yeah, they feel intimidated by the connection because it's certainly taken them out of their comfort zone many times over, and the same will be true for you as well. Yeah, taking action. They've had an epiphany today about this pattern, this cycle, and they're taking action to heal that, release that, so you can be much more harmonious. Yeah, they're hoping and praying. They're connecting with the divine today, really looking for that guidance, really hoping and praying for that healing between you both. Fear of intimacy. Yeah, this is what they're trying to overcome. Scared of commitment. So yeah, fears of intimacy, scared of commitment. Maybe this person has grown up with a lot of emotional unavailability and your connection is very close, very emotionally intimate, and it's breaking down a lot of ancestral patterns down the family bloodline as well. So yeah, but these fears of intimacy and commitment are slowly but surely being overcome. Huge epiphany for this person about that today. That's going to make really, really positive change in the long run for your connection. So let's look at the divination dice. Ladder. Yeah, they're thinking about your connection ascending. They know that you keep going up these steps of learning deeper things with each other. The book. This is like the Akashic records. This is like your soul contract. Today they may be reading things or trying to study or watch YouTube videos or something about whatever issue they feel like you're having within your connection. They're trying to find answers online or in books. The cat. They're trying to tap into their intuition. This is someone that's very independent as well. So they're trying to work out how to integrate their independence with intimacy in your connection. And the fairy here. This is like they are listening to that divine guidance again. They're really going inwards today. And yeah, they feel like you're both in your individual towers at times. You have this connection, this oneness, but you both have thick walls around yourselves sometimes. And today they're thinking about how you may be in a time of separation, but they know that you're trying to problem solve as well as they are, and they know that you're going to come back together when the time is right. So let's look at the divination dice to finish off this reading. What additional information do you need to know about what they're thinking and feeling about you today? Okay, so we have 3 charms. Hello, I'm a bad idea. So that's what their thoughts are about themselves. They have a negative self-image that's been playing out in terms of a lot of conflict in the connection. But they're seeing beyond that today. An epiphany, wisdom is coming through. Divine guidance about that. Seeing themselves in a different light, seeing your connection in a much more positive and harmonious light. So when I see this, it's like they want to serenade you, they want harmony between you. They may be listening to relaxing music or something, just trying to connect with those higher energies and higher messages that Spirit has for them about your connection. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you and been very helpful. If it has, please give it a thumbs up, write a comment, share it and subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.